Donnie, what research is there to support giving employees access to data?
Actually, there's some really great research that came from IBM that shows that it has over a 300% impact as we look at giving people not just access to data, but really first, well, access to data is first, and that's going to give us about 108% impact or positive impact upon performance. If I take that data and pull the insights out of it for like, here's what you need to do, here's some of the insights for good or bad, and I can amplify that, that's actually going to give me another 108%. And then the last 84% actually comes from helping them understand what is actually the right information, or what is the right decision, and how to actually drive towards making these better decisions. So 300% impact from getting people good data, good insights, and then helping them make the right decisions.
Impressive. So then how can the individuals use that data to help influence the decisions?
That's an interesting one from us as accountants, because often we are not the decision maker, right? So for us as accountants, what we really need to do is look at this concept of influence. And that comes back to the decision-making process, and there's actually a structured process around decision-making. So we start first with grabbing data, we report on data, and then we do analysis. And that's often where we stop, and we go, okay, here's the analysis, and we give it out to people, and they're like, okay, what do I do with that? But if we go to that next step, which is really about pulling the insights out, so all of these analytics that I've done, what's good, what's bad, how can I amplify good or amplify bad, that is that next step. And we said that's going to give us another 108%.
Okay.
From there, we have some decision that's being made, and that's part of our power to influence is using data. How can I influence the right decision to be made? But it also goes beyond that, because once that decision is made, it's how do we influence into keep people accountable to stick with that decision or stay with the right decision, or if needed, actually adjust the decision. And all of those is going to lead towards that impact, which is that 300% improvement in what we're doing.
So give them information rather than just data.
Right.
So then companies can then use that data to improve their business decision-making process. How would they do that?
Right. So improving the decision-making process really is about helping people to understand what's going on. And the true key, a lot of times what we do is we see people hold data, and it's like, this is my data. That's kind of that older impact. It's like, this is my data, I'm not going to share it because that's my power. But in today's world, I can Google anything, right? So sharing that data out also becomes kind of table stakes. Like, I have access to data. So it's really, again, that insights are looking at the wisdom or the knowledge. So that's the other piece that goes into insights is how do I grab that knowledge, or what is that knowledge that's important to drive the right decision to be made? And so that's where we're going to see that power come, is really getting into that knowledge piece.
Okay. Well, thank you, and thank you everyone for joining us.